So we need to create a platform. And we need to think of the platform as a bridge. Just like you think of Podda Bridge or any other infrastructure project or fiber optics. This is infrastructure that we need to invest in. It's the kind of infrastructure that will help build the ecosystem that we need for innovation. I know that we have, I've been reading about Bangladeshi firms winning IT contracts with foreign governments, which is wonderful. I think it's $700 million worth of contracts that we have had in 2017, and the aspiration is $5 billion. And I really think that we can turbocharge the $5 billion goal through this NRB platform. You take the example of Korea. In the early 1990s, Korea was a good manufacturing country, but it was not seen as a country that had the potential for really high-value, global-level innovation. Today they do. There is another World Bank report that says that Korea, Taiwan, Japan, China, they've established very good sponsorship models, mentor and sponsors who interact with each other, which helps, again, with the circulation of innovative ideas. And I have a few relationships here in this country where I try and mentor them, and I learn from them, and we learn from them. And the ecosystem is a lot more rich as a result of that. So we need that platform, and that platform can be, it can be a LinkedIn style, it can be Facebook style, it can be a matrimonial matchmaking style. I don't want to specify the design of that website, but maybe why not have the brand forum could have a competition. Let's have a hackathon, an app competition, and really come up with the best design for that platform. And I would also suggest that we create a sandbox. Some of you would be familiar with a sandbox. The UK has one, Singapore, Australia. And a sandbox is the ability, you go to technology startups and you say to them, why don't you deliberately disrupt some of the processes that we currently have through new technology? And I think we can do that. In some countries, diaspora bonds are administered not by the government, but by outsourced third parties. I can give you a personal example. I have a few bonds that the Bangladesh Bank has issued, and the bank that I initially used at the time, they no longer want to do personal banking in Bangladesh, so I need to change the agent bank from Bank A to Bank B. We should be able to do that with a click on a platform, on a website. I'm trying to do that offline. It's been many months, and I still have failed to get that done. So that's the sandbox that I would suggest. We should be able to clear out bottlenecks. We should allow scaling. And then most importantly, we should be able to have a tracking mechanism so that you know how we're doing. What are the key indicators? Can we improve in real time based on the experience that people have had? My last point is that it is not just about technology. Technology is the minimum that we need to do, but a platform needs shared values and a shared vision and a shared narrative of where it is that we want to go with the platform. Why is it that we want to go there? And what are the rules with which we will interact with each other? Otherwise, we are hugely talented when it comes to getting into fights with each other, when it comes to fights about form and not substance. So I really think it'd be great to have a set of rules, set of values, standards of professionalism that we all agree to. Maybe we take an oath once a year to say this is what we will do. And it's really the values the shared vision and the shared narrative that will transform the platform into a community. And that is ultimately what we're trying to build. We're trying to build a community between NRBs and resident Bangladeshis into one single community. So that's all that I wanted to say. I hope there'll be questions, and I'll be happy to interact further. There is there's Tom Friedman, many of you would know, a New York Times columnist, author, and there's a phrase that he has used in one of his early books that I really like, and it says, "Do you have more dreams than memories, or more memories than dreams?" And you can look at every country in the world and ask this question. And those countries that are stuck with too many memories and not enough dreams get stuck in the past. And then you have those countries who have memories and they value and cherish their memories, but they just have so many dreams that they're creating new memories at a record pace. So let's do that. Let's get together. Let's create new memories. Let's get together to design and build our new digital diaspora community. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, you might, another big round of applause for Mr. Lutfi Siddiqui. But before you leave, I was just going through the questions that came up. So I think one particular issue was with regard to the trust factor. NRBs living abroad, I mean, you have been into Switzerland, so I'm not cracking any jokes with him in future. But anyways, I have been in a Swiss company as well, Holcim. But you see, the way we have seen in Switzerland, I mean, I personally missed a train for 7 seconds of delay. And I can imagine how things work. But when you come to Bangladesh, there is this trust factor. Are people going to deliver? Are the deliveries going to be consistent? If I'm sharing an idea, will this idea be at all really going to get materialized? And these things come up.
This is a hugely important point. There's two types of trust. One is, do I trust your intentions? Are you going to do what you said you're going to do? And the other is, do I trust your capability? I don't care what your intentions are. If you can't deliver because you don't have the capability to deliver, then you can't expect to score points because I tried my best. That's not professionalism. And we need trust of both kinds. We need the intention to deliver and the capability to deliver. And this is the most important thing. If the future of economic progress is connectivity, and it's how we use networks and platforms and relationships, I'm standing here saying I'm happy to open up my relationships to all of you, but only if I'm confident that you can deliver into those relationships. Otherwise, you will destroy my relationships forever. And that's my strongest asset that I need to be able to deliver. Now, it is easier to build trust over time. So you can't just say, trust me. You've got to say, trust me with the little things, and let's build trust iteratively over time. And it's easier to do that when you have a feedback mechanism. And technology can help us with that. If you track how you have actually delivered, if you have a tracking mechanism to say, you know, I got that done in 24 hours. I responded to that email in 8 hours. This thing that, you know, used to take 3 months, I got it done in 2 weeks. And if you have that data, and if you are transparent, and you publish that data, then you build trust through facts. And that is why I think the platform mindset is an important one.
Thank you. The other issue, obviously, I also had a question, and the hashtag questions also covered it up. If I may sum it up, I mean, the issue is about investment versus the political climate, or, I mean, for example, the questions came up like, do you think the trade and investment policies of Bangladesh are favorable for NRB investments? Or do you think the politics is going to help us in growing the investment or not? How do you think the knowledge investment will be seen by the government and things like that? So I'll just sum it up as an investment versus the political climate. And what's your comments on that?
I would sum it up as policy versus execution. At the level of the policy,